Ladies and gentlemen, audience, I'm very sorry. I had just finished recording an episode of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Malcolm's got metal. To then finish that recording, before then noticing, I made a simple yet devastating mistake. I hadn't pressed record on OBS Studios. This leads me to now, 30 minutes in, when the episode should have ended. However, we're just starting. I will summarize as best as I can in a story what happened in the last episode, using our map. Malcolm, in episode 1, had ended at the radio tower. He started He starts on top of the radio tower, overlooking the town of Cornwall. He's collecting his thoughts and decompressing, because he needs an empty mind with which to brave the world. Somber, yet ready, he looks out to the east, as that's the direction his goals lie, his goals being the Forge of Wonders. He feels all the magic guiding him, along with this stapled map that's etched into his mind by the coin, the denarius. Malcolm can't see the Forge of Wonders at this point, but he can feel it. And the only thing standing between him and it is a forest. But isn't Malcolm a druid? Forests are his friends. The episode starts, and I immediately leave the radio tower. I come out onto the highway, and immediately we're left with a choice. Do we go diagonally, or do we go straight down on this highway? At that point, the highway was not explored. It was dark. He didn't know that the highway came and then went on a right angle. He didn't know that it actually went right north of the Forge of Wonders. So, as a matter of fact, the denarius coin actually only led him to this space right here. Malcolm chose to go diagonally, and upon going straight through on the road, he actually passed the cabin that we're currently inside of, but he didn't notice it until he had gotten to the Forge of Wonders. Upon being inside the Forge of Wonders, however, he remembered he doesn't have anything to trade. So he turns back and goes back up to the highway. There was a crashed military personnel vehicle sat on the highway with an AR-15 inside. Malcolm picks it up, and he picks up some smoke grenades as well. Along with that, he picks up a magazine, goes back down to the Forge of Wonders. He sells all of this for the loot you see us with now. Cooking with poison, it's the end of the world but you feel fine. Scroll of Frost Armor, Scroll of Shadowfield, Taming the Wildwood, and the Art of Enchantment. Malcolm's main goal was to get books in which he could upgrade his magical skills, and this book is set especially was great at that. If I could just bring it up. It's the end of the world, but you feel fine has an ability called Nature's Bow. This allows him to magically conjure up a bow with which to shoot his enemies with, as well as Harvest of the Hunter. With this, he essentially has unlimited ammo and a pretty good bow, all things considered. On top of that, he gets Scroll of Frost Armor, because he intends in his future to get an ability, well, not an ability, but a mage school. He intends to join a mage school, which is a culmination of Magus and Calvinist. That is also why he gets Scroll of Shadowfield for Magus. He intends to upgrade these classes and join these schools and just keep studying until he's capable of joining that school that pits both of these schools' knowledge against each other. I don't remember what the schools are called. I don't remember what they're certainly called. Here we have the Art of Enchantment. This is just in case he finds any weapons. He can enchant them himself. Taming the Wildwood is a book that leads to essentially him cementing himself into this wild person life. It is a book about mythical creatures and being able to like craft your own house out of just wood. If you want to be a person who completely separates from society, this is the book for you. Cooking with Poison is a book that allows him to craft a cauldron of purification. Cauldron of purifications allow him to purify all meat, even zombie meat. This is going to be very necessary in the future. And now that I'm here, I'm noticing I may have left a book down there. I bought a book that would allow him to craft arrows, very special arrows, but it's not here now. So either I forgot to buy it, or I left it down there. I believe it's the latter choice. Along with all of this, Malcolm is now left with a choice. He needs a base, and again, at this point, he doesn't notice that his cabin is here. So he goes out to the west. And while in this patch of forest, he starts to feel not good. He feels watched. He feels tense. This is probably because at this point in time, he is encumbered. Not so encumbered as to vulnerable. He's having to drag his bill axe along the ground because he bought a fire axe. He bought the fire axe because it has prying and because it's enchanted. So he has to be dragging it along the ground and it's taking him time. Either way, he moves up along the road, goes onto the highway, and he leaves his bill axe right here. At this point, he notices the cabin, so he leaves the bill axe and moves to the cabin. Thankfully, it was not inhabited. All he needed to do was pry it open with his fire axe, and that leads us to the end of the episode and the start of today's episode. Seeing that I forgot one of my books, it seems I already have an objective. I need to go back to the Forge of Wonders, pick up my book, and then I need to go back upwards towards my bill axe and collect it. After that, my intention is to do some exploration. I'm going to go west on the highway. I don't have a vehicle, so we're going to be walking for a lot of this. But until then, we move on. Malcolm. He sits inside his newfound base, and he's beating himself up. Just 2 seconds ago, he felt giddy, happy. He finally has a place to stay. But now he notices. He left something behind. Something very important. A book of great importance that would lead to his survival. He needs to go back to the Forge of Wonders. He drops everything he has. Today was supposed to be a day for studying. But it won't happen. It can't happen. He needs to go pick up his books. We go back out. I'm hoping... Actually, I'm going to have to go back to the cabin. I'm hoping I can empty out my gym bag and put the bill axe inside. Oh dear. This character. No! Darn. Let's empty out that gym bag. Let's hope my batteries don't die before we do all that is necessary. I should get my other headset close by. I'll have to pause the recording if the batteries die, but until then, we do all that is necessary. Okay, let's wield our gym bag, and again, we'll just have to hope that the bill axe can fit inside of it, because I don't want to leave it behind. Let's pick this up, pick up our magazines. What do you know? It was just hiding. Our Arcane Archer's Companion, a book about, well, making arrows. Who would have thought? Let's read that, first of all. I am going to go west, either way. But, for now, I want to at least read this. And what do you know? That's what I thought. Fabrication 3 needed. Let's drop it. Let's read Taming the Wildwood. Spellcraft 4. This is why we're reading these books. We just want to know what they have and what we need. Art of Enchantment. Fabrication 6, that's a lot. I still need to go down to the Forge of Wonders, and I just noticed. Let's read Cooking with Poison. Food Handling 4. I know what you guys might be thinking. Why do I not read Scroll of Frost Armor? It's because it's not what it says. It's a bit of a misnomer. Frost Armor isn't actually an armor. It's just it's a field of ice around you that lashes out at enemies once they attack you. Which sounds great, but it doesn't do that much damage. And right now, just to make up for the last episode, I want to do a bit of exploration. I'm going to grab... Actually, yes, I think I'm going to grab the Wand of Fireball. It is more capable. And it's also not a wand that will run out. But at the same time, I can't say... Oh dear, please don't tell me. Oh, here it is. I want to use the disposable minor wand, because once it's finished, I can sell it, and I don't want to sell it full. I don't know if the cost will drop for selling it full, but I don't want to either way. So we go out, and let's just take the road. I cannot stress enough how bad it is to auto-travel. In the last episode, we almost lost Malcolm because of auto-travel. I almost auto-traveled to the west from the Forge of Wonders, and that, after stopping myself, showed up a owlbear. An owlbear showed up. Oh dear. Is that the same one? No, that's impossible. It isn't. But yeah, an owlbear showed up to the west of the Forge of Wonders, showing that if I had auto-traveled, it would have definitely seen me and killed me. Don't auto-travel, people. Auto-travel bad. I'm just gonna keep it myself. I just want... There they are. Oversized web spinning spiders, and then go west. I'm trying to give Forge of Wonders a big, wide pass. Berth? I don't remember the exact word to use. I want to avoid this Migo Scout Tower, so I'm just like, you know, moving around it as much as possible. And what do you know? We might end up actually... We might end up doing a bit of night exploration, which isn't good at all. It's a stupid idea, but I really want to see what's at the west. It could be very useful information. Control T. Let's talk to our girl here. Talk. Can you help me find something? Man-made structure. Never mind. about something else. A dangerous location. I'm looking for a Balrog's nest. Here it is, a Balrog mine. Oh my, I can't? I don't have a singular denarius? Okay.
And we're back. Got the denarii. So now we just have to go back and purchase some information. Call, talk to Mary. Are you looking for something? I can help you with anything but your own stuff. You'll have to ask your mother for help with that. Can you help me find something? Dangerous location. I'm looking for the Balrog mine. Now there's not a lot I can tell you about this one, but there is some kind of demonic beast living in this cave. But it only surfaces occasionally, and the heavy metals in the cave walls interfere with my scrying. There might be treasure down there, or there might be not. But there's a certain to be danger. I'll mark it on your map for 1 denarius. It's a deal. Right. Let's see what she did for us. Visit the Balrog mines. Let's make that our target. And where did she put it? It's up here, to the west. To the west and to the north. Right here. We will not be checking that out now. We'll be checking that out later. I just wanted to have the information. If anybody at all in the comment section who plays this game knows how I can get some good magic artifacts, comment, please. Because I don't know how to do it. I've been wondering where I could get like a... I don't remember the gun's name. Something like... It's a rifle, and it has to do with winter. It's a cold rifle. You get it with the deep cold marksman start. I wish I could find that rifle in game, but I think it might be exclusive to that start. If anybody knows where I could get like just magical artifacts, please comment it so I can figure that one out. Otherwise, it's the same story. We go west. Maybe we'll find a car. That'll just be wonderful. And frankly, I just gotta say, this is a beautiful start and a great game so far. The game has been very kind to me. It's not every day that you see a Forge of Wonders and then like, what is that? It's not a lot of map tiles away, just this cabin, a magic cabin. Just what is that? Let me check. Actually, I can't check. I'd have to be at one location, but it's not far. That's what I'm trying to say. The game is being very kind to me today, and I like that. Let's see what we can see around the area. Get a look at what we're going into. Walking into, that looks like a barn, maybe? Hopefully not. Undead cows. Not good for business. What is that? Is that a sugar house? What are the chances that all the food is already spoiled? Oh! Oh dear. It's a church that's been taken over by zombies. Got a muskrat. A fat zombie in that car. A fat zombie there. Zombie children. I don't think I'm going to help you, sir. I just don't have it right now for me to do that. I'm going to try and walk. Oh dear. What is that? What's following me? It's a fat zombie. It doesn't really matter so much. Okay. I got scared for a second. No. Why is the tough zombie following him? Come. Are you coming or not? Why would a zombie get stuck on that? Things you don't expect for 100? Not sure how that joke works, just ignore me. I think we'll keep following the highway. Why does that vehicle look like that? Why are you blocking sightlines? Nice vehicle. Oh, it's one of these. Up. Not my cup of tea. Good vehicle, yes, but not my cup of tea. Oh my, this thing is doing well. Especially seeing as it's a Cataclysm. Oh dear. You just don't get your break in the Cataclysm, do you? Oversized ants, because of course there are. And wasps. You just never catch a break in the Cataclysm. Why are you so close together? Oh, that's why. What a waste of a radio tower, man. That would have been so useful. I think we have to leave the highway alone, just for now. We'll move around these wasps. There's a gremlin. Oh no, I'm sorry, buddy. Gremlins are actually foxes, mutated foxes. I don't think he's going to make it. I personally need to not get the attention of these wasps, as well as get my ass out of here before night comes, because I don't want to have to deal with this come night. Terrible. Terrible thing. 2 squirrels running back and forth. What a tranquil evening, all things considered. I'm hungry. Let's eat some of that tomato soup. And canned tomato soup. Drink some clean water. See a vehicle here. Of course, it's busted up. So goes the Cataclysm. Everywhere we go, it's just another problem. You just can't catch a break in the Cataclysm. Because now I have to go back up. Actually, I think our problem has been solved. Okay, so I'll just go through this little pathway here, and then go behind the church. So, we're circling back. This feels like such a waste of time, what we just did. Calico cat, off in the distance. What is this? Why is this labeled B? Desolate barn. Oh. What's this? Bubble wrap, foil paper, glow stick, matchbook. Nothing useful. Oh my, that is useful though. Hacksaw. With this hacksaw, we can, later on, at some point, go back up to the hunting lodge. Did I pass it? It wasn't that far. Was it? Oh my, it was. Yeah, we can go back up to the hunting lodge and get to the larder, the food stock. Till then, we go north above the church. Oh, that's where you're hiding. How are you doing? You're not a... You're fine. Somewhat. What's going on up there? That looks like a conflict about to happen. Oversized. Fat zombie. Panic person. the ant is going to murder you. And then the ant is going to murder the zombie. Oh, you ran. Oh, you sprinted. We've got a Usain Bolt here. Come on. I don't like you. Thought you'd do that. What do you have? Take the pocket knife. There doesn't seem to be any chewing gum in your pack of chewing gum. There was a point in time where butchering zombies made sense, but as of a couple changes, not anymore. I'm willing to bet that is the ant hill. I almost said zombie mound. Imagine zombies creeping out of the earth. Well, that's kind of how they usually come about. A Kraken. Hello, good fellow. Don't mind me. Couple American robins. Oh, what's this? A miniature railway. A miniature railway. Let's see. What is that? You're running from your own kids, huh? It's a terrible thing when they turn on you. That could be useful in the future for the plain and simple fact that, well, there's probably a steam locomotive over there, which means a steam engine. And with coal, that's, well, I don't want to say infinite energy, but, you know, energy. Zombie soldier, there might be a military... Oh, yes, there is. A military map point. We will mark that. It's already marked. What am I doing? We'll leave it alone, though. Don't want them moving around too much. I could make some noise to drag them away, but I don't want to take the risk. They tend to be just as fast as you are. And here we have an orchard. Some good exploration. Deer just ran into the water there. There's cows. Howlers, toads, mallards. This is a really nice orchard. I am actually going to mark this up as... drop a note. And how do we do this again? I think it's like this. And a exclamation mark. Am I correct? Nope. It's this then. It isn't? Huh. Okay, I think I see the problem. Red. Red. That is quite strange. It seems I have forgotten how to do this. Type color text to set a custom. It seems I've definitely forgotten how to do this. I don't remember. Whatever. Farm livestock. If I remember later on, I will remember that there are cows here. If I remember, I will know there are cows here. And horses and deer and sheep and all the good stuff. What is this? Light industry. What are the chances that you're not infested? Seems to be some pretty good chances. Oh my. Take it wide. Okay. It doesn't seem to be infested. That's not the usual for me. As I said, this game... it's being kind to me. Wait a minute. Oh. It's me. Huh. Let's grab on 9. Good saw. Let's try and move you. Nice. I guess that's the good thing about having strength 10 as a freaking druid. Grab on 9. Just an electric kiln. Okay, so it's not that kind to me. Borax powder. Metal working chisel. That's nice. We'll come back for these. Hot cut. Also nice. If I could find a stable. These are some good books, but not the greatest. This is also a place that I could stay. And if I'm not wrong, it has one of the best fabrication centers. But I'm not going to be doing fabrication now, am I? No. I'm going to be the best mage ever. Artillery of the Ancients. Hold on. Dark Days Ahead, okay. It sounded magicalism for a second there. It sounded so much magicalism. Is there anything inside of these? Broken, broken. Not a chance. Must say there's a vehicle there. That's splendid. Is this? Nope. Broken, broken. Okay. Nope. More duct tape. You can never do with enough duct tape. Ballistics. What's this? Time magazine? Useless. This is the sticky pudding. I take it back. This is garbage. Seriously. Okay then, buddy. I have bolt cutters. What are you talking about? Cut the damn lock. Crazy. All in all, this light industry was sparse and boring. Wilmot. Small, it seems at least. And in our way. But even so, it's not really in our way now, is it? Because it's not like we seriously plan on going to the big city. Hold on. That's an R. Okay. Okay. There. Now will you work? No. Maybe I'm doing something. Capital R. About no. Weird. Commodore? Strange. That is strange to say the least. Maybe... Okay. Wait, no. Red. And? Okay. Oh, so it needed to be in order. Okay. There we go. And I immediately noticed my blunder. I can't make it red when everything around it is also red. It needs to be, let's say, blue? Bigger blue? There we go. Beautiful. Still not very noticeable, but best we got. I can feel it in my bones. Maybe it's some kind of magical, mystical insight that our man Malcolm here has, but Malcolm can feel it in his bones. That if he were to continue on into that city, he would not last long. Even though it was a small city, all in all, he could tell his death waited there. See? I'll try to take as much as I can. Flour is always good. So is dried rice. You can never go wrong on protein bars. Let's take the powdered milk as well. Instant coffee mix. Just because. It's not necessary, but just because. I wish that was the car that was useful, because all these other cars are garbage. What is this? It's the end of the world and you walk into a car dealership looking for your dream car, and it's right there. You can't find the keys. You can only find the keys to a 97 Honda Civic. Good sir. What you found yourself up on is called life. As I said, I do not trust myself as much as I trust this vehicle to drive. So I'm actually willing to let the vehicle drive. Come down here. Why should we come down here and then turn back? Wait, we don't need to. Okay. Drive to this point. Oh, you can't see the path! I wonder why. Even I didn't see this coming. I guess that's the one good thing about really small vehicles. Heard a zombie moaning. Where? Doesn't matter. We're in a vehicle. Two zombie children. And a gun. At this wreckage. Malcolm sees two zombie kids. They're mulling about, and he has to turn his back on them. He feels it in the pits of his stomach, that sadness welling up. They should not have to go through this. That is just how life is. It's uncaring, unfeeling. Who knows what happens? Maybe after the crash, their parents left them there to go get help. Help never arrived. Malcolm can only hope that their death wasn't painful. Excuse me for being a trash driver? Oh my god, did I just do that? Oh my god. I did it again! I keep forgetting things! Alright, I'll just leave the vehicle now. Relax, here it is. Travel. Grab. Wheeled. Jesus. Can I just get a moment? We'll drop the bill axe because it's the worst one. We'll wield our axe. This is what we're going to be using more than anything else. If only I could get a martial arts book that teaches me how to use it more properly. I don't think our man can drive through this. I'll have to take the wheels. Come on, Malcolm. Am I doing something wrong? Okay. I'm doing something wrong. What is this? Okay, I guess I was turning into the fence. Thank God I wasn't going too fast. We keep moving. To here. I'm just going to ignore if that's that driving he just did. Malcolm probably never had a license before all this. We're gonna park our car out front. The dead body. Let's check up on it. A rain poncho. Torso is very encumbered. Let's drop that rain poncho then. Malcolm. Back home, Malcolm unloads all his inventory. He knows what's ahead. And I do too. Viewers and audience, this is about where this episode will end. Malcolm will take on a bit of reading. and this reading may stretch off into the next episode, as it's time to start his progress into becoming the ultimate mage.